Hi friends, Beth from my Acre Homestead. Sorry about the hairstyle, but I'm letting my hair grow out, so it looks nasty no matter what I do. Today we're going to make granola. I'm really excited about this because today I have my home dehydrated strawberries and my home dehydrated bananas that I have kind of put through the food processor a little bit to make them more, more bite size in the granola. I've got my trusty big huge stainless steel bowl and I've coated it with a bit of olive oil because the only thing I'm sweetening my granola with is about 1.5 cups of honey, maybe a cup of honey. So, as you know, I went to National Grocers on Friday, and it's always, if you buy 3 or more, they give you a better price, so I ended up buying 3. Now, these are old-fashioned rolled oats, so they would probably take, how long does it say to cook these? 10 minutes. So, word to the wise, anything that will cook in under 3 minutes is got almost no nutritional value. None, almost. So I like the old-fashioned rolled oats. They take longer to cook, but they're better for you. Now I'm going to use, this is I believe this is a 1 kilogram bag, which is 2.2 pounds. Yes. So I'm going to use 2 of these, which is going to be approximately 5 pounds of rolled oats. I may need a little bit more than honey because I'm going to use 2 big huge cookie sheets with parchment, and I'm going to do this in the oven. So here we've got about 5 pounds of rolled oats, about, I don't know, 2 cups of dehydrated banana chips that have been chopped. And I've got about 3 cups of almonds. Now I could have bought slivered almonds at the bulk barn, but they're more expensive. So I just bought regular almonds and chopped them in the food processor. So we have 3 cups of almonds. Well, that was a whole one. And we got about 3/4 cup of dehydrated strawberry bits. I have a full jelly jar, or a little over a cup, of flax and sesame seeds. And that's pretty much all it's going to be. We're just going to kind of mix this all together. Now, my husband, as everybody knows, is a diabetic, and we went through a lot of dietary changes. We found out that artificial sweeteners, like, well, I'm not going to say their names, artificial sweeteners, let's just say it that way, trick your body or your pancreas or whatever it is that, produces insulin for sugar into thinking, tricks your body into thinking, we're going to drizzle this honey on here. Well, that should be lots. Tricks your body, sorry for digressing, into thinking that you have sugar. And so it reacts a certain way. And then, without the side effects. But if you decide to have a treat, well, for starters, artificial sweeteners are chemical. But if you decide to have a treat after living on artificial sweeteners, it wreaks havoc with your pancreas because the sugar that you take, I'm not sure if I got this completely right, but the sugar that you take after using artificial sweeteners, it kind of, your body reacts as if you've eaten twice as much sugar than you actually have. So we decided to stick with natural sugars. If I use brown sugar or raw sugar for myself, but for my husband, I use honey or maple syrup. Or you can buy a sweetener that is all natural, and it's called stevia. And that is a plant extract. It is not a chemical derivative. Now, I've got this honey in here, and I'm going to have to keep stirring this until it starts to clump. It's still really loose. And thank goodness I've oiled the bowl. I wonder if I can get any honey out of this jar here. I'll be so, excuse the bottle. I'll be so glad when our beehives are producing. They're very busy out there. Excuse my fingers. They're very busy out there. So hopefully this summer, at the sometime around August, we'll have some honey. I'm really hoping. You know, I'd be happy with, you know, 5 or 6 pints. I'd be ecstatic with 5 or 6 liters. But it's their first year in the hives, so we're not expecting a whole lot. You know, it's been cool, rainy, so we don't know what they're doing out there. Anyway, I'm going to continue to stir this until it's ready, and then I'm going to put it on the cookie sheets, and I'll show you how big my cookie sheets actually are. All right, so we'll see you in a bit. On a side note, I hate to waste energy, so I waited for the bread to come out of the oven so that it was already preheated when I put the granola in. Look at these lovely long pans I got. They're great big pans. I got them for I think $4.50 at the dollar store. Anyway, just a side note. Okay folks, I'm back, and I'm about to, I have my huge cookie sheets here lined with parchment. One of these cookie sheets fits the whole width of my oven, and I'm going to now, see how nicely it's not, you can see it's not dry. So that honey has, that 1 cup of honey has completely coated all of the oatmeal and nuts, and see, you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot of honey or sweet stuff, especially if it's liquid. Wow, this is a lot of granola. I'm going to be putting this in the oven on convection. I could probably press this down and make granola bars, but I don't want to. I'm going to put this at convection and for about 3 hours at about 300 degrees. And I'm going to slow roast it. If that's too hot, I may turn it down. But what I'll do is I'll come in with my big spatula. I may have to put some more over here. With my big spatula and stir it and turn it over so that it completely toasts every piece. Okay, so that's going to be a lot of granola. All right, so let's have a look and see. The oil coated the bowl enough that not a lot stuck. And as you can see, I'm going to get my hand mucky here, but as you can see, that honey actually is coated enough. I hate sticky fingers. Is coated enough. Oh, there's a solid almond. That's going to be nice and sweet. Anyway, I'll be back when it comes out of the oven. Now, as you can see, those 2 sheets fit right in my oven, and they've got enough room in between them for air to circulate, and I'm going to have it on convection, but I'm going to turn it down. There it is, folks. Granola's out of the oven, and as you can see, it's nice and toasted and crumbly. It's not overly sweet. I only use 1 cup of honey in this whole batch, so it's just enough that if you want to add a little bit of sugar, that's fine. But for my husband, it's just right. He doesn't like things overly sweet anyway. I'm going to put most of it in that tub right there. Well, whatever I can fit in that tub, and the rest I'll probably bag up and put in the freezer. And hopefully if my son doesn't snack on it, it'll last a while. Anyway, this is Bev from my Half Acre Homestead with homemade granola. Have a good day.